YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Davidito Designs here today, back at you with another one. So today I'm gonna work on a skateboard. I started the skateboard a long time ago. It had to be now at least over 10 years ago. I never finished this skateboard. Originally it was supposed to be one of those pieces that is like to put art on something what people think is not a traditional art canvas, right? Isn't art, right? So the idea was to take a skateboard and take this traditional piece of art and combine them together. So this is kind of where we were, where I started. There's quite a bit of this is not finished, so I'm gonna have I'm gonna have some issues with it. One, because this thing is dust and tea, right? But I'm gonna have to clean it up. I'm gonna have to do some color matching. I may end up having to change some of the colors and make them a little vibrant. But the goal is to get through and finish this skateboard, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it as we go along. So let's get to it. Alright, YouTube, we back at it again. Like I told you, the skateboard was very dusty, so you can see me here trying to wipe it down. I'm gonna actually wipe it down a couple of times here, just trying to get as much dust and dirt as I can off of this guy. Like I told you, this has been sitting for a very long time, just kind of collecting dust. So in the beginning I kind of mentioned this came from the idea of a confrontation with art. So I was actually in art school at the time when I first came up with this idea. It's like 2006 maybe, but anyways, so the actual picture on here is a reference to a very famous Japanese painting. I believe it's called The Wave, if I'm not mistaken. So you can go and look up that image. You can see me here picking out some paintbrushes of some of my tools of weapons of selections of what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you saw, I also did dry the skateboard off just a little towel dry real quick. I believe I jumped off starting off with some white and just trying to touch up the white on this. But like I was saying, the original painting for this is called The Wave. It's a famous Japanese painting. You'll see, well, the differences in mine is there's a lot of things in here that I did not include. That's in the original painting. For an example, there's several boats in the original painting with people on them. There's specks of water dropping. The ends of the waves are different. I just wanted to do like a basic concept, so it was kind of that, like I said, that borderline between is this art and is this not art, because it is not on a traditional canvas. It's on a skateboard. Nowadays, this is something that's very much accepted. At the time when I was in art school, I didn't feel that way. So I wanted to paint on skateboards. I wanted to paint on shoes. I wanted to, paint on clothes. And a part of the sense that I got was that's not considered real art. But so that's kind of where this idea and concept came from. You'll see in here I'm trying to touch up some of the white in here. So when I originally did this, or originally started on it, just trying to lay stuff out. The white, you could see through through the bottom of some of the blue that I had already laid down. Maybe it was just my choice of how I laid stuff down, laying down the color before I laid down the white. Probably should have laid down the white first and then the color, but at the time, trying to get into those little bitty tight spots with a brush, man, I felt like it was crazy. So yeah, so this, like I said, this is me trying to touch up some of the white here and get some of these edges to smooth out, as well as hide the background that's under it. So that's my boy Zoe in the background, killing it. Dominican dagger to you guys who know. Back when we used to be in the studio all the time. You can see right here, still going in with the white, just trying to get some of these detailed spots, trying to get, like I said, get these lines sharp. You'll see I did extend the white on the main portion all the way down to the edge of the board. You can see in some places the paint is really spotty, so later on in the video you'll see me kind of fixing some of that stuff and trying to figure out how I'm going to get this thing as clean as I can at the same time. So good old heat gun. Trying to hurry up and dry stuff so I can get back to painting. That's one thing that I am gonna say that I do like about using acrylics, man. They dry a whole lot faster than an oil paint would ever do. But an oil paint allows you to have more manipulation of the paint because it stays wetter longer. But in cases of projects like this, I'm not trying to wait. I'm trying to get stuff dry and move on to the next thing. So as you guys saw in the previous clip right there, that blue in the background for the sky was like really spotty and dusty and everything. So I did go in with just a plain darker blue and just kind of repainted that, strengthened that up quite a bit, made it solid. So I think the background looks a lot better now. But finally, once done trying to take this tape off. Now this tape has been on here, man, for a very long time. So this tape was crusty, dusty, it was breaking off. Every time I pulled the piece off, there was flakes falling off. But I was actually surprised because there was still quite a bit of sticky adhesive on the front border of the skateboard once I was able to get it off. Here's a kind of slow view of what the finished product was. I did go over this and spray some matte finisher on it. So just to try to protect it a little bit, which I had not done before. Alright, YouTube. Alright, thanks for rolling with me through another one of these. This is the first skateboard on here, but like I told you at the beginning, this is something I started a long time ago. Finally finished that thing. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow your boy. Help my channel out. I'm trying to grow my channel, just getting this thing started for real. But yeah, Thank you. Stick and stay. Peace and chicken grease. It's your boy Davidito. I'm out.